We actually put Elijah in swimming at 10 months old because he was drawn to water so much. Anywhere we would be where he saw water, a lake, like at a party or something, he's making a beeline for the water. So we put him in initially for safety, honestly.
The first time I met Elijah was actually at this pool at Don Cook. He was at a summer league meet. And all I ever heard was, Elijah McCoy won this, Elijah McCoy won that. I just kept hearing that he was winning everything he was swimming.
If you know him, you know he's a happy-go-lucky kind of kid.
He's such an integral part of our group. And when you miss that piece, it really affects the group as a whole. It was a challenging time.
I complained that my stomach was hurting very bad.
Symptoms-wise, he just wasn't himself. He's not one that complains of pain. He was lethargic. He wasn't eating. He was sleeping all the time. He wasn't doing anything. And then physically, I could see, like he was running fever for 5-6 days straight.
Conjunctivitis in my eyes were red. I had rashes all over myself, and my lips were like swollen and cracked, and then my tongue was swollen.
Something is still not right here. I don't know what it is, but I kept pushing and persisting. His pediatrician asked me more questions and was like, bring him in to me. And so when I brought him in, he said he has 4 out of 5 criteria for Kawasaki disease. You need to take him straight to the ER, and I'm gonna let them know he's coming. He said you need to get there ASAP because this has impact to his heart.
We didn't know what was wrong at first, and that's the hard part, is not knowing.
Like, when is this gonna be over? Is this gonna be like a week thing? Is this gonna be a monthly thing? And I was just thinking, like, am I gonna die?
It was fear. Fear of not knowing and fear for his life, because it was a life or death situation.
The principal and the counselor called us when we were in the hospital. And the first thing she asked me is, what do you need? And I'm like, what do you even tell a principal? First of all, I didn't know what I needed. I'm like, I've never been through anything like this. I can't say enough about the experience he's had with both the teachers and the staff at Lexington.
When I was in the hospital, I was feeling better to start doing things myself, because I was in the bed all day. I kind of forgot how to walk. When I got back home, I started building my leg muscles, and I started to jog a little bit.
He last swam the last day of January in practice, and he didn't get back into the water until end of April.
Once I found out that I could do the thing that I loved most, I was so happy, because I knew it was a gift, like a God-given gift that I could have gotten taken away.
So again, in April, he was cleared to just go back to light practicing. Then in June, after we'd had another appointment with the cardiologist, she cleared him to compete. Before the meet, he told his coach that his goal was to get a state time in the 50 breaststroke. And he swam the 50 breaststroke and got a state time in the first meet back.
I was super happy, because again, I said this again, I could have got it taken away from me. It feels good to be first in the state and 7th in the nation. It motivates me, and it also makes me happy that I've put in a whole bunch of work.
The Kawasaki experience helped put things in perspective for him. It deepened his faith, and it matured him. That's one of the things that I've seen the most in him.
Who would expect that a 9-year-old young man would get Kawasaki disease that nobody has really ever heard of before? I mean, it was pretty eye-opening.
One of the things that I would tell somebody is to keep pushing and to just believe and trust that you're going to get through it.